Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Geopolitical Realist, and I'm doing a United States Air Force Base tier list. Now, my parameters of ranking these bases are based on the activities in the local area, the climate, so if it gets really cold there or really hot there, parts of the year, and of course, the dating opportunity in the local area. So, if you're a single man, you go there, you have great prospects for meeting great women. So, without further ado, I'm going to start off with Altus Air Force Base. Now, Altus is in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. It's not close to Oklahoma City. It's a desolate base, not a lot of great dating opportunity. And with a lot of these remote bases, they always go, well, there's a lot of outdoor activities that you can do. You have to find your way. Altus still sucks. So I have this little category here called Hell Base. Altus is a Hell Base. Next on the list is Anderson Air Force Base in Guam. And the thing is, even though Guam is small, you can kind of traverse the island in a few hours. You're overseas, and there's flights to East Asia and Southeast Asia are so cheap. You have so much opportunity to go do cool stuff there. If you don't like the dating prospects on Guam, just go fly to Thailand or the Philippines or something, brother, because you're going to have the world's at your fingers there. You're just so close to that stuff and it's so cheap. Go do it. You have a 4-day, go fly over to Thailand, go fly over to the Philippines, go fly over to Japan. Check it out. Stay over there. Have a great time. I give Anderson Air Force Base an A for that. Just the travel opportunity and everything. It's great. Next on the list is Arnold Air Force Base. Arnold Air Force Base is, I believe, it's in Tennessee, and it's like right outside Nashville, so it's an hour and a half outside Nashville. That's a great boon right there. Nashville's a great city. There's a lot of stuff to do there. Plenty of dating opportunity, plenty of people moving in, young crowd and everything like that. So Arnold, I would say that's an A right there. Next base is Aviano Air Base. Now Aviano, what I've heard about Aviano is that, hey, it sucks setting stuff up there. It sucks setting up the internet. People don't really work that hard in that particular area of Italy. And, there's a lot of complaints. But you're in Italy. This is some of the best food in the world, some of the most beautiful locales in the world. You can fly around Europe. It's a no-brainer that I'd give that an S. And hey, I know probably the dating opportunities, and because I think it's close to Venice. There's not a lot of great dating opportunities in Italy. Italy's they're in decline right now. They have low birth rates, meaning it's usually harder to date there. If a country has low birth rates or a declining population, it means it skews older, and people are not apt to form relationships and everything like that. They're more of the moment, if you catch my drift. So, but you're in Europe, you can fly to where people are still, they want to have a great relationship. They want something serious. There's plenty of places within Europe itself that you can find that there's great prospects. So Aviano goes at S. Barksdale Air Force Base. Barksdale is in Louisiana. And for that, I'd give that right off the bat a C, because it's so hot and humid there. And for reference, let's see, Barksdale Air Force Base. Let's see how far outside of New Orleans it is. Barksdale to New Orleans. That's the major city. And see, so you're far outside of New Orleans. So you have Barksdale Air Force Base, and look over here. Maybe this is like Jackson's 4 hours away. Jackson's not a great city. It's like pretty bad. They've had a big water crisis in the last few years. So Barksdale kind of sucks. It's not a great base. Hell, I would even go as far as to say it's a D. At least you have that. It's hot, it's humid, it's terrible. But at least you have hot weather there. It's not the freezing cold. Next on the list is Beale Air Force Base in California. So let's go. Let's look at Beale real quick here. Yeah, Google Maps is something else. So Beale Air Force Base. Let's see if it'll switch out for me. Oh, there we go. Beale Air Force Base. Beale's kind of remote too. in the sense of like you're kind of in the middle of nowhere in California, which sucks, and you're not even in the heart of like you're not even close to San Francisco or oh, actually, I scratched that. You know what? Excuse me, I got mixed up with another Air Force base. Beale is close to Sacramento. It's about an hour out from Sacramento, and that's a boon. That's a win right there. So you have that California weather. You have so it's great weather all year round. There's a lot of activities you can do in the city and outside. Sacramento has a basketball team, so it's not like some flyover city. It's a real city. So I give Beale a B, mostly for the weather. Dating opportunity wise, you're gonna have to travel to Sacramento during the evenings and the weekends to like meet quality women. All right, next is Cannon Air Force Base, easiest base to rank. Hell base. If you get stationed at Cannon, hunker down, focus on yourself, better yourself, and just get through it because Cannon, there's nothing really redeemable about Cannon. Next base is Columbus Air Force Base. Columbus Air Force Base in Missouri. And Columbus is kind of remote, You have Columbus, is this Columbus, Missouri? Oh, Mississippi, excuse me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. I thought it was Missouri there. So yeah, you're in Mississippi, remote base, not a lot of stuff to do. Let's see how far away Columbus is to Birmingham. Because Birmingham's an okay city. 2 hours away, that's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah, Columbus sucks. Columbus is a bad Air Force base. It's humid. You're in a remote part. Yeah, Columbus is not a good base. I'll put that down there with Barksdale. Both Mississippi bases are, I mean, one's in Mississippi, one's in Louisiana. So I'd say Barksdale is better for that aspect. Mississippi is the poorest state in the United States. So give you some context there. Next Air Force Base is Creech. Now, Creech is in Las Vegas. Okay. Excuse me, not Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's a little bit remote compared to the other Air Force Base, Nellis. But, I mean, you can, let's see. Let's double check. Yeah, it's like 50 minutes away from Las Vegas. So you'll probably be living in Las Vegas and then commuting there. That's not bad. Living in Las Vegas is it's pretty, you have so many activities you can do. You can, do anything on the strip. There's a lot of gambling opportunities and all that stuff. Dating wise, I would say that it's not the best because Las Vegas is like probably one of the most transitory cities in the world. So people are not there for a long time. You're going to have a lot of people on the apps, or if you meet somebody in person, like walking around, they're probably only there for like a few days or a week or something. So that could suck. But I would say that just being close to Las Vegas alone, I put it up at A. Next base is Davis-Monthan in Arizona. This is in Tucson, Arizona. And Davis-Monthan, that's a great base. A lot of stuff to do in Arizona. It gets hot there. It gets really hot there during the summer. But, I mean, there's so much stuff to do in Tucson. You can easily commute over to Phoenix. I mean, not commute, but like drive over there, like on the weekend or during the week. It's a great base. People are always fighting for Davis. So definitely have that on your list or have it on your radar if there's an opportunity to go there. Dover Air Force Base. I think that's in Maryland. Of Delaware, excuse me. And Dover, it's not the best base. Yeah, let's see how close you are to Philadelphia. Hour 30 away from Philadelphia. You're near Baltimore, Washington. It's all right. You can go see most of the Northeast from here. So it's a good base to base yourself at to kind of check out the Northeast. But overall, not the best. I know a few guys who were at Dover and they, got kicked out or got out because they were there. So not the best base, but not terrible. You're up there in the Northeast. It gets cold up there, but you can go to Philly, you can go to Washington, you can go to Baltimore. Maybe skip Baltimore, but yeah, you can go to Washington and stuff like that and get that historical vibe. And those are big cities, so plenty of dating opportunities. So I'd say Dover is like a C. Yeah. Next base is Dyess Air Force Base, and I would say Dyess is another hell base. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're right in the city called Dyess, but I mean that city dating opportunity wise has probably been run through pretty much because there's been so many people there. So I'd say Dyess is a hell base. It's not great. It's pretty remote. Not a lot of stuff nearby. You can do outdoor activities, but that gets old quick. Next Air Force Base, Edwards Air Force Base. Let's see. Edwards in California. Yeah, Edwards is a great base. You're right outside LA. You can commute from Lancaster, Santa Clarita. You can go to LA all the time. A lot of dating opportunity in LA. Say Edwards is an A. That's a pretty good base. Like there's a lot of different varying activities you can do. So Edwards is an A. Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. Let's see. Great base because it's close to the beach and everything, right? Like that. It's up near the peninsula. Yeah, near Panama City, kind of. Yeah, Eglin's pretty cool. See, that's an A. It's a great base. A lot of people want to go there. It's not a bad base. Eielson Air Force Base. Yeah, this is probably one of the worst Air Force bases. Probably the worst Air Force base in the entire military, or in the entire Air Force, excuse me. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're in Alaska, so it's freaking cold. So you can't do things for most of the year. It's a terrible base. Absolutely terrible. And you're going to hate your life there, but you have to hunker down. You have to man up. You have to, just be strong. Squeaky wheels get fixed first. Complain. Say, hey, I want a PCS. Hey, I was going to stay in the Air Force, but you placed me here, so I'm getting out. But if you get me to a different Air Force base, maybe I'll stay in. Say stuff like that. Let them know, hey, I'm not happy to be here, and maybe you can get out of there. Or if they don't let you out, get out of the military. It's not worth staying at a terrible base like that and being stuck there forever. So, like, a big chunk of your life is just wasting away there. So, do your thing, do your time, and then get out of there, however way possible. Next base is Ellsworth Air Force Base. And Ellsworth is actually, it's not a bad base. You're near Rapid City and stuff like that. You're in like central South Dakota. There's a lot of genuine like outdoor activities to do here. Rapid City isn't bad. It's not the best because you're in the Dakotas and Dakotas get cold, but it's a decent base for activities. Probably on the poorer side when it comes to dating, but you have to. You'll figure it out. It's one of those places you'll just have to figure it out. So I'd give it. I'd give it a D because you're in the Dakotas and that's not great. Okay, F.E. Warren. Now this base is a bad base. You're in the middle of nowhere with this base for real. Like, let's see how far where you are from Denver. Let's see. Ah, 2 hours away from Denver. It still sucks though. I mean, you can't really if something's 2 hours away, it's very hard to like go there in the evenings and then come back at night for work. So Warren is a terrible base though. It's just it's not doable to go down to, let's say you got a girl in Denver. You're not going to be seeing her during the evenings unless she moves in with you and to the middle of nowhere. But like going to Denver and back, that's going to get tiring. So I give that, it's a hell base. It's a hell base for sure. Fairchild Air Force Base. Okay, Fairchild. Up in Washington. Near Spokane. A lot of people commute from Spokane. Yeah, Spokane isn't that bad. Uh, you're in Seattle. You're in proximity to Seattle. Let's see how far away you are from Seattle. Oh, well, yeah, that close to Seattle. Hour flight. Oh goodness. Spokane's not that bad of a city. Spokane. Uh, a lot of people leave Seattle and move to Spokane, so I would say uh, it is. I'd give it a C. I mean, Washington. People want to live in Washington. It's a decent state, but uh, you're kind of remote. But you're close to Spokane, and there's dating opportunities, things to do. So can't complain about that. But not the best base in the world. So I'd give it a C. Goodfellow, Goodfellow, Goodfellow. Yeah, Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas. This is not a great base either. It's worse than the other bases that we just mentioned. So you're in San Angelo, Texas. Yeah, Goodfellow is pretty bad. Pretty bad. You're far away from major cities. Yeah. Oh, you can go up to out. Yeah. Yeah, this is bad. Goodfellow, and it's a training base, I believe. A lot of people go there for tech school and stuff. Goodfellow I'd say it's a D. It's not a hell base. You're not really in the middle of nowhere, but you are pretty in the middle of nowhere. I'd say it's a hell base. Yeah, Goodfellow's not good. Grand Forks. Grand Forks is also in the Dakotas. Let's see, in North Dakota. And these are like these Dakota bases, particularly like Minot, which we'll get to. They got nukes there, so they're not going to ever get rid of these bases. They're going to be around forever, and there's going to be airmen rotting at these bases because the infrastructure to put those nukes in, like, they're never going to get rid of it or anything like that. So, Grand Forks, I'm not sure if they have nukes there. I think they have a bunch of the bombers there for some reason. So, some politician got their palms greased to have those bombers there. It's ridiculous, but that's a whole different video. But Grand Forks is a hell base. You're up in North Dakota, it gets cold, not a lot of dating opportunity, not a lot of stuff to do. Screw that base. Okay, Hanscom Air Force Base in Massachusetts. This is definitely, I would say Hanscom's an S. It gets cold there. Don't get me wrong. It gets really cold there. But you're living in Boston. You're living in Boston, Massachusetts, major city. So many things to do, so many dating opportunities. I mean, and you're getting paid, you're subsidized by the government, your housing and everything. Easily an S. You're in Boston. Another S tier base, Hickam in Hawaii, on Honolulu. You're in paradise, you're being subsidized by the government. Million people on the island. Excellent, excellent, excellent Air Force Base for activities and stuff like that. So that's definitely an S tier. Hill Air Force Base. I believe Hill's in Oklahoma. Let's see. Oh, Utah. A Hill Air Force Base. You're outside Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City has some really great prospects when it comes to women who are upstanding and they're great. They make great wives and stuff like that. A lot of stuff to do in Salt Lake. Yeah, I'd say Hill. I'd give Hill an A. It's a great base. Holloman Air Force Base. Holloman's in New Mexico. It's in southern New Mexico. It's near El Paso, and there's another city. It's near Las Cruces. You can commute to those cities for dating and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff to do in the area. It's not a great base though. It's very remote. I'd say Holloman is a C. It's not a great base. It's a middling base. Herbert Air Force Base in Florida. Air Force. I know I'm butchering these names a little bit. I'm typing them. There we go. Herbert Air Force Base. I know. I'm bad. I'm bad, folks. I'm bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's an L there. So Herbert That's even closer to. I think that this one's even closer to Panama City. No, no, it's in close proximity to England, pretty much. Yeah, it's a base in Florida. That's a big W to be in Florida. A lot of people want to go there. I think it's a special forces base. Um, yeah, I would say Herbert is like a good base. I mean, you're near the beach and everything like that. I'd give it an A. So put that up there an A. See, there's a decent amount of good Air Force bases. Don't get me wrong, but as we progress, like look right here, this hell base list: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 like terrible Air Force bases, and here's another one right here. Now, Incirlik is in Turkey, and you're like, oh, well, I'm overseas. Well, yeah, you're overseas, but you're in prison. You can't leave the Air Force base. You're stuck on that base for a year. Okay. Now, I'm sure there's travel opportunities to go off base and go do something in Turkey, supervised, but you can't like leave the base every day. I mean, Turkey is it's a good country and everything like that, but they have a lot of threats there, and back in the day, people back in the day in the military were so lucky. Like they can just go anywhere. There's bases everywhere after World War II and during the Cold War, and they can go off base, and the people of those countries would be really open to them and all that stuff like that. Not anymore. Not anymore since the War on Terror. So yeah, Incirlik Air Force Base is a hell base. I don't care what people say. That's a bad base. Next base is Joint Base Andrews in Washington. I would say that's an S tier base. You're right in Seattle. Yeah, the weather sucks. It rains a lot there, but you're right in the middle of Seattle. Tons of stuff to do, ton of dating opportunity. And you go, well, the military is a more of like a conservative profession. So if you go to Seattle, like the women there maybe won't be open to you. No, trust me, man. Let me tell you something. Women, regardless of what side of the political spectrum they're on, they do like a man in uniform. That is a real thing. They like it to a certain extent. It's not like, hey, you're a 2 out of 10 guy, you're fat, and but you have the uniform on, so now you're a 9 out of 10. Nah, it gives you like a point or two boost, but they're gonna be open to you in Seattle, so don't worry about that. So S tier, Joint Base Charleston Air Force Base. You're near Charleston, South Carolina, so that's kind of good. I'd say it's about a B. I mean, there's stuff to do around there. You're in the Carolinas. Yeah, I'd give it a B. I'd give that over Holloman. Yeah, so Joint Base Charleston, not a bad base. You're in the Carolinas. There's stuff to do there. It's not too bad. You can go to Savannah. Let's see, Savannah, Georgia, which is a nice 2 hours away. That's not too good, but yeah, Charleston's not that bad. I've heard really good things about Charleston. Next base, Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson. Okay, so I'd give this base an A. You are in Anchorage, Alaska, so you're in a city about a few 100,000 people, and there's just so much stuff to do there. You're in the city, so there's dating opportunity there. Not the best dating opportunity because, my goodness, losing my mind. Anchorage is like not the best city in the world, uh, because it's poor. There's not economically and like population wise. I don't think Anchorage has been increasing that much. I think it's been pretty stable. It's not like increasing by a lot. So not a lot of people are moving to Anchorage. A lot of people, if you're born in Alaska, a lot of people leave Alaska if they're born there. So, but Elmendorf is a great base. You're right in the heart of Anchorage. That's the perfect base to experience Alaska. Like that's it. And plus, like when you're there as an airman, it's a joint base, so you can see all the Army guys wake up at like 5 a.m. in the morning and work out, like having to do a group PT. That's a pretty good benefit as well to see it, like to compare yourself to that. So yeah, Elmendorf, A tier for sure. Okay, Joint Base San Antonio. This is like a sleeper hit. This base is S tier. So much stuff to do in the city. You're right in San Antonio. Housing's very cheap. A lot of dating opportunity. Overall, great base. So If you have the opportunity to go back to San Antonio after boot camp, go there. It's worth it. Next base is Joint Base Langley. Say Langley is an A tier. You're right. Let me show you guys Langley. Okay, Langley. You're very close to. Let me see, Langley, Washington. Yeah, Langley's a fine base. A lot of people want to get there. There's a lot of opportunity there for civilians and stuff like that. Like once you get out, it's one of those major bases. Yeah, I'd say Langley's like about A tier. You're like in the core in the sense of the country. So I give it that. I give it maybe I get what I'd say it's like B tier because I always thought it was a little bit closer to Washington D.C., but it's not. So not the best dating opportunity. But I mean Richmond, Norfolk, that's great too. High quality people. You know what? I'm gonna say it's A. All right. Next base, Joint Base Lewis McChord. Oh, hang on a second, folks. Hang on. I might have made a little mistake here. Joint Base Andrews. Ooh. Joint Base Andrews. Oh, it's in Washington. Okay. Hang on a second. Joint Base Andrews is in Washington. Now, what I put it at? Okay. Excuse me. Joint Base Andrews is in Washington. I give it an A. The Seattle base. So there's a lot of stuff to do at Joint Base Andrews. I said originally it was in Seattle. So that's incorrect. My apologies, folks. And I'm taking this video in one take, so I'm sorry about that. I have corrected myself there. Joint Base Lewis McChord. This is the Seattle base. And as I said about Andrews incorrectly, this is the base you want to be at. You're in Seattle. You have a lot of opportunity there to date people. Hey, the liberal women will still like you even though you're in uniform. That's never been an issue. So, yeah, Joint Base Lewis McChord. That's the one in Seattle. Andrews is in D.C. My bad. And if you're in a major city, it's almost like an A or a B at least because, I mean, there's so much stuff to do in a city and you're being subsidized. So, yeah, I'd give it that. Take that base. It's a great base. All right, Joint Base McGuire. Let's see. New Jersey. You're New Jersey. Okay. Now let's see how far away it is from Philadelphia. An hour away? Yeah, that's a great base for you're near Philadelphia. Dating opportunity, of course. Say that's an A. Okay. San Antonio. Sorry, I already put San Antonio. I guess I put it twice. Oh, Randolph Air Force Base. Yeah, another S tier. San Antonio is a great city. It's an excellent city. Kadena Air Base. Ooh, Kadena. So Kadena is in Japan. It's in Okinawa. And right there, hey, you're in Okinawa, Japan. Guess what? Going up to S. Even though there's a few, I think there's like more, like there's more than 1 million people on the island. You can easily fly to Japan. You can go all over the place in Asia. I mean, that's S tier. That's S tier. Plus, you have an exotic aspect to you, so women there are going to gravitate towards you a bit. Okay. Keesler Air Force Base. I believe that's in Louisiana. Keesler. Yeah, Keesler, I think it's actually pretty close to New Orleans, which is like huge. Yeah, hour 30, and you're near Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, screw Mobile. No, just kidding. But hour and 30 from New Orleans, that's not bad. But it gets hot there, it gets humid. I would say Keesler is a B for that. Kirtland Air Force Base that is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I would give that a B. And why a B? Well, you're in the middle of Albuquerque, which is good. You're close to Santa Fe, which is great. Santa Fe is a great city. But there's a lot of crime there, so you might have some property crime occur to you. But hey, there's a lot of dating opportunity, a lot of stuff to do there. Albuquerque's great. You go on the Breaking Bad tour. Our next base is Laughlin Air Force Base in Texas. Now, Laughlin, it's it's in the kind of the middle of nowhere. Hey, you're near Mexico, but nah, it's not a good base. You're you're gone. You're nowhere near any civilization other than some cities in Mexico. You got Del Rio, Uvalde. I mean, there's something not really out here. So it's definitely a hell base. Little Rock Air Force Base in Oklahoma City. Now I'd give that. You know what? We'll say that is A because you're right in the city. You're right in Oklahoma City. You Everything's there at your fingertips. Activities, quality women, etc. You're in Little Rock. You'll find something to do. Luke Air Force Base, easy S tier. Luke Air Force Base is in Phoenix, Arizona. You're in the center of Arizona. You can go to the Flagstaff. You can go to Tucson. You can go all over Arizona very easily. Huge population, lots of stuff to do. Go to the Grand Canyon. Like that's just one little thing you can do. Uh, just tons of stuff to do, and tons of people are moving. It's like an upbeat city. People are moving there still to a certain extent, as much as during the last few years. But yeah, people are moving there. So it's a great city. Phoenix is, and so being stationed at Luke, you're gonna have a good time. MacDill, the hits keep on coming. S tier base. MacDill is a great Air Force base. It's right in the center of Tampa and St. Petersburg. Uh, there's just so much stuff to do in Tampa and St. Pete. Tons of beaches, tons of people, tons of dating opportunities. You're near Orlando, which Orlando's about an hour to 2 hours away. That's where all the theme parks are. It's a ton of stuff to do in Orlando. Tons of stuff to do in Florida. I mean, you're in the state of Miami's down there. You can do a road trip to Miami very easily. MacDill is, if I was ranking these cities like in order, like from like all the S tier cities in order, MacDill would be really far up there. And if you want to see the top 10 best cities for single men, I have a video for that as well that you can check out on my channel. And MacDill's highly ranked up there. All right, Malmstrom Air Force Base. Malmstrom, I believe, is in Montana. This is a hell base. It's in the middle of nowhere. You don't want to be here. Yeah, it gets cold. There's nothing to do there. Easy hell base. Boom. Yeah. Screw Maelstrom. Maxwell Air Force Base. I believe that is in. Is that? Yeah, Alabama. Okay. Maxwell, it's in Montgomery. I mean, you're in a city. You're like a. Montgomery is a city in Alabama. So if only they put the base in Birmingham. Birmingham's not bad. Or Huntsville. I'm sure they want. They're doing all kinds of weird stuff with military industrial complex, so they'll have some sort of Space Force thing there. I think maybe, but Maxwell, I would say it's about. I'd give it a B. I mean, you're in Alabama. Alabama's not the best state to be in, but I mean, hey, you're in a city. Hey, roll of the punches. At least you got into a city. At least you're not in one of these bases. McConnell Air Force Base. McConnell. Air Force Base. Kansas City. Kansas. Wichita. Okay. So Wichita is like Wichita is a city in Texas and, oh no, never mind. It's just in Kansas. Yeah. It's okay. You're in Wichita. Wichita is a nice sized city. Stuff to do there and everything. I'd give McConnell. Let's give it a C. At least you're in the city, At least you're in Wichita. They have a good basketball team there, so I guess you can watch the college team there. But I mean, you have dating opportunity and stuff like that. you know, roll with the punches, folks. Roll with the punches. Minot. Do I need to say anything else about Minot? Minot's probably one of the worst bases in the entire country. It's not bad as Eielson or Cannon. Minot. I'd say Minot's worse than Cannon because you're up in the north. It gets cold up there. There's nothing to do up there. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Misawa Air Force Base. I give it an A because you're in Japan, but you're in a very remote part of Japan. I'll show you that. So you're up in the northern part of Japan. So you're kind of far from the major population centers of Japan. Yeah, so you're extremely north. Yeah, see, look, Tokyo's down here. Yokohama. Where's the other city? Osaka, Kyoto. Like, yeah, you're far as hell away from everything else. But you're in Japan. It's beautiful there. I mean, I'm going to say it again. You're in Japan, so you can travel around. You can easily fly down to Tokyo and stuff like that, or take public transportation down there. Like they have trains everywhere. Excellent public transportation system, probably one of the best in the world. Yeah. So Misawa goes in the A category. Moody Air Force Base in Georgia. Moody Air Force Base. This one's yeah, Moody is okay. Well, how far away is Moody from? Let's see, Moody Air Force Base to Atlanta. Doesn't look good, fellas. Yeah, that's pretty far away. I'd say Moody is a. Give Moody. Moody's like a C. How far away is Moody from Tallahassee? That's a big one too. Tallahassee. 2 hours away from Tally. It's not great. It's not. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say. It's good. Like generally fine weather. You're in Georgia. I'm gonna give it. Yeah, it's C. It's definitely C. Mountain Home. Okay, Mountain Home is desolate. I think, if I remember correctly. Mountain Home. Yeah. Let's see. That actually might be a good base though. To Boise. Yeah, it's not bad. Actually, Mountain Home is a great base because you're in close proximity to Boise and the Treasure Triangle, I think it's called. So it's all those cities together. Now, though, that area is like very remote compared to the rest of other major cities in the Northwest. So you're going to be primarily hanging out in Boise. But Boise and all those places are great places. They're great places to meet high quality women, a lot of stuff to do, a lot like quality outdoor activities. I know I was harping on outdoor activities, but there's quality ones there in Idaho and in the Boise area. So I'd give it an A. I mean, you have to commute up there to Boise, but it's a great place to be. Mountain Home, uh, not bad. It's not terrible. I'd give it a yeah B because you still got to commute. So yeah, it is what it is with that. Okay. What's next here? Nellis, automatic S tier. Basically like under a 30-minute commute to like drive to Las Vegas. Like I said about Creech, not the best dating opportunities in Las Vegas, but ton of candidates there, ton of stuff to do. Nellis is S tier. Offutt Air Force Base in, I believe, Nebraska. You know what? Omaha is a cool city to be around. So you're basically in the Omaha metropolitan area. So And then you got also to do. Hey, Warren Buffett is still there, so there must be something there to do. I give Offutt. Say I give it a B. Yeah, Offutt is a B. Okay. Osan, another S tier base. You are in Korea right here. And you're very close to Seoul. You can take public transportation to Seoul. Yeah, Osan's awesome. You want to go to Osan. You want to go to any base in Japan. You have like it's just great. Pope Army. So this is an army base that I guess some airmen are stationed at to the point where it's like genuinely I've heard a lot of people going to Pope. You're near Riley. God, Fayetteville. It's not the best because when the like army bases they like almost sink their roots into these places like Fayetteville because I think it's close to Fort Bragg is here too, and it kind of just anywhere where there's a large army base, it I don't know, it just goes south. So I would say I'd give it a C. Like if I was ranking, it'd be top of C if I cared about like ranking them individually in these categories. But yeah, it's a C. It's a C. Raff Lake and Heath and Raff Mildenhall are basically in the same area. They're S tier. They're 100% S tier because you're in London. I mean, excuse me, you're in the United Kingdom, and you're close to London, effectively. So there's just so much opportunity to do whatever, like activity wise, dating wise. London is a city of the world, so it's very diverse and like the types of people there. So you have anything you'd ever want is there. So whether it be activity or dating preference, it's all there. So that's all I need to say about that. You want to go to these bases, you want to go to the UK. Ramstein, I give Ramstein a. I'd say it's like, I'd say it's S tier. You're in Germany. It's probably the best German base, German Air Force base. So, yeah, you want to go to Ramstein. You can travel most of Europe from Ramstein. Great base. Go to Ramstein. Robbins Air Force Base. I believe Robbins is in the Atlanta metro area. Oh, Robbins. Is it? Let's see. Atlanta. 2 hours away. Robbins. Robbins is not too bad. I mean, like Georgia as a whole is like kind of like the place to be. Has a lower cost of living, yet you're in the South and stuff like that. I'd give Robbins. I'd give it about a. I'd give it about a B. Robbins is a B. Let's see. Where did I put the other Georgia base? Put that. Yeah, McConnell. Yeah, Robbins is a B. It beats McConnell, I would say. And you're 2 hours away from Atlanta, so that's not. You're not going to be going to Atlanta during the evenings, but it's not too bad. Scott Air Force Base. Now, Scott, from what I've always heard, Scott Air Force Base is one of the best bases in the country for like families and stuff like that. But you're very close to St. Louis, which I mean, I don't know. Where did I put Scott? Actually, oh, there's Scott. St. Louis. It's like Kirtland. It's worse Kirtland because St. Louis is one of the most. I think it has the highest homicide rate in the United States. So it's not the best. It's not the best. Uh, you don't want to be. If you have a family, yeah, it's a great base. But for a single guy, I mean, it's fine. You're a city and stuff, and there's stuff to do all over the place there. But St. Louis is like a fallen city, and it's kind of on its way out. I mean, they lost their football team, so that's not great at all. Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Seymour Johnson is a hell base. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's close to Riley, but it still sucks. Shaw Air Force Base is another hell base right here, I think. Shaw. Let's see. Yeah, you're near Columbia and stuff like that. It's not. So with that being said, I would say Shaw Air Force Base. I give it a D. It's not the best location and everything like that, and yeah, Shaw kind of sucks. Same thing with Shepherd. Shepherd is in Wichita Falls. It's pretty run through. It's kind of far away from Dallas. Yeah, it's not great. It's not a hell base, but I mean, a lot of people they go to tech school there and they say, "Hey, I'm glad I'm gone. I'm glad I'm out of there." So take what you will from that. Spanglim, I'd say that's A tier. You're in Germany. You're a little bit more remote than Ramstein, but still, you can traverse the continent. You can do all kinds of stuff. There's tons of stuff to do. Got an exotic factor to you, the women. So, yeah, Spanglim's great. Tinker, Tinker, Tinker's interesting. Let's see, yeah, Tinker's in Oklahoma City. Yeah, you're right in the heart of it. I'd say that's A tier. Ton of stuff to do, etc. Yeah, so and also I need to correct myself again. Little Rock is in Little Rock. Little Rock Air Force Base. See, there's a lot of moving parts here. Little Rock is in Jacksonville, Arkansas. It's right outside Little Rock. So it's it. I'd give it the same rank as it is now. So I originally said Little Rock was in Oklahoma City. I apologize. Little Rock isn't near or Arkansas. It's in the heart of Arkansas. Little Rock's the capital. So I'd say it's an A base too because Little Rock's a nice little city. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's universities and stuff there. It's a good place. Okay, Travis Air Force Base in California. Okay. Travis. So Travis is more of a remote California base. You're not near a major city. San Francisco is a decent distance away. Hour. That's not bad. Just for that, you can get to San Francisco. Now, San Francisco's kind of bombed out in the sense of that there's more men than women there due to the tech industry. So, like, there's a lot of fighting to get quality women. So that's not a good aspect to have for your city. So I'd say Travis is a C. You got that California weather. You got a lot of stuff to do in San Francisco and everything. But I mean, the prospects with women are poor there. Lastly, the last few bases we have here is Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida. So Tyndall, in the last few years, Tyndall got smashed by a hurricane. So, oops. See, Tyndall. Yeah, Tyndall is a unique word. Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida. And see, you got all the Air Force bases are pretty close together in the Panhandle here, except like MacDill, and then you got Space Force Base over here and stuff. But like, yeah, you are right next to Panama City Beach, so this is probably the best beach, like the Florida base for the beach, because you're right there. You're right near Panama City. Now, Panama City's fallen out of favor with like spring break and stuff, so for a while now. But I'd say Tyndall, I'd give it an A. It's like probably the best beach base, except for like Hawaii, like Hickam. But it's a great base. Everyone wants to go there. Ton of stuff to do. Dating opportunity there. You have to travel around a bit. But yeah, great place. Next on the list, Vance Air Force Base. Now, Vance is semi-remote California base. And let's see. Not California, Oklahoma. Wow. I was thinking of Vandenberg. So Vance Air Force Base is a little bit outside of OKC. Let's see how far away it is. Let's say, yeah, an hour 30. Yeah, okay. That's not great. And Oklahoma City is not great unless you're living right inside of it. So I'd say Vance. I'd give Vance a B. You have to commute a little bit, but you can get to Oklahoma City and that'll save you. So Whitman Air Force Base. This one's in Missouri. Yeah, Whitman is pretty remote. Let's see, to Kansas City. It's the nearest big city. Ah, you're kind of close to Kansas City. And I got to tell you this with all these bases, commuting, like driving to these cities, it sucks. It gets kind of tiring after a while, but it's not the worst thing ever. Like if you're even remotely close to a city, unlike these hell bases, I mean, it can be the difference between you hating your life and you enjoying your time in the military. So I'd say Whitman, I'd give it a C. And I know, previously I get some criticism for this Air Force Base, but yeah, it's not too bad. All right, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. I think. Hang on. Oh, Wright-Patterson in Ohio. Okay. Yeah. You're in the city of Dayton, Columbus nearby. You have Cincinnati nearby. Yeah, I'd say for sure Wright-Pat, and they call it Wright-Pat, is a base. Because Ohio, that area in Ohio is pretty great. So if you get stationed there, it's not too bad. A lot of opportunity to do a lot of stuff, meet a lot of people. It's a good deal. And our final base, and probably the best base in the entire United States Air Force, Yokota Air Force Base. And that's an easy S tier. Probably the top of S tier if we were actually ranking these bases on every category. Let me just show you guys where it is. You're in the Tokyo Metro. You're not going to run out of things to do. You're not going to run out of people to meet. You're living in Tokyo on the government's dime. You can't beat that. Can't beat that. All right, so this is my tier list, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I might get some criticism. Feel free if you have any comments. Let me know. Let me know how you feel. If you've been to one of these bases, if you've been to one of these hell bases, let us know because it's good to get that stress off. Like get those memories out there about how bad these bases were or how great these bases were. Hope you guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Have a good one, everybody.